how's the atmosphere within the team going into this tournament?
It's good. It's good. We've had a lot of talks since the major, and obviously we practiced. So yeah, the major didn't go as we planned. We went 0-3. So we have just had a lot of discussions, like what we should do different and all these things, you know. And yeah, everyone is just motivated and ready to show what we got here in Blast, because everyone was so disappointed of the major result, right? So everyone wants to get some revenge in some sense, you know.
You brought up the major and said that it was a disappointing result, but what went wrong in Rio?
I don't know really. We had a lot of discussions about this, but it's hard to pinpoint what really went wrong. But like it was so many different things that went wrong. You know, like we didn't even play to 50% of our game, and we still played close against good teams. So I think, yeah, we just didn't show up, and I think that was the main thing. I think if we showed up, at least we would have won some games. And I really hope we show up now here in Blast.
We are reaching the end of the year. Can you try to put some words on how chaotic a year this has been for you guys?
Yeah, it's been a very rough year, I would say. Like a lot of tournaments, we had some changes, like changing to English and everything, all like this. So it's been a chaotic year, I would say, but also nice. It's a nice experience to know like how it is, you know. So if it happens again, we know how to handle it, right? But yeah, it's as I said, it's the end of the year, and if we win Blast now, we go to Abu Dhabi, and else we don't go, I think. So it might be our vacation, and I mean, after this year, it might be nice. But going to Abu Dhabi is the goal, of course. But if no, I won't be that sad, you know.
Has it been good for you as a team to finally have some closure around the device?
Yeah, of course. No one knew what was up with him. We just know he felt bad, and of course we wanted to give him the time he needed. And yeah, I'm just super happy that he's feeling good and back to playing, even if it's not in my team. I mean, like, Device is a legendary player. He's so super good and a super nice guy. So I'm just happy that he's back. And it's a bit unlucky it's not in my team, but I'm just happy he's back, and I'm happy for him.
Has it been tough to have this device situation hanging over your head while playing? You're not knowing when he will be active for you and not active?
No, I wouldn't say so. I mean, we're professionals, right? And we play with the team we have. If the device was out, we would play with another player. And it was fine. Like it was no problem like that, I would say. And now he's at Astralis, and I just wish him all the best. And I hope they lose to us.
I'm a bit gutted that you didn't get the opportunity to play with him for a longer period, with you being the IGL, and to have a player of his levels and personality in the game.
I'm not gutted, of course, but I'm a little bit disappointed. Of course, I would want to play with him longer. Like, he's a top 3 player of all time. So, like, who wouldn't want to play with one of these players? Like Saev was simple. Like, I want to play with all of them, right? So yeah, of course, I'm sad that I just got the time I got, but I still got the time, right? There's many teams that don't have the chance to play with these players and all this. So yeah, I'm just happy for the time I got, and I learned from him and like get to know him. So yeah, I'm just happy about that.
Since 2021, you have played with Nork, Setjar, Device, Inns, S-Tag, Fosi, Brolin, Lexi B, Plopsky, and Res, and have 2 different coaches. How difficult has it been to perform?
Yeah, it's not the easiest thing with all these changes, of course, but I mean you have to work with what you have, and I think we managed it very good. Like the last year and like the beginning of this year, like with all the changes, like we always got pretty deep runs, I would say. So like if you saw like now when we play with a young Ninja, we perform better than we do now. So I mean, it wasn't that hard in my opinion. Like it's just back to practice and all this. Like of course it's a bit annoying. Like if you practice the same things and then you get a new player and then you can't really get new things. You have to just keep doing the old stuff with some new like small details that we change. But yeah, like all that is past us now, and now we have this lineup, and I'm just happy we're here and everyone wants to play and we're ready to go.
I was satisfied with the organization making this setup of changing rosters and not having a stable 5-man lineup.
Satisfied. I mean, I'm happy that I'm in an IP, that I got a chance to play here, and what the management does is what they do. Like it's not up to me. I'm just a player, and I'm here to. Like if they say tomorrow we have to play with the young ninjas, then I go and play with the young ninjas, right? So it's up to the organization and the management. I can't do anything about that, and it's like they brought me in, so I have nothing to say. I'm just happy I'm here.
You're not the IGL anymore with bringing in Alexi B. Was that your own decision to step down as the IGL?
A bit of both. Like they asked me like how I feel about not calling and things like this, and about bringing Alexi, and I was like, yeah, why not? Like I think I played my best Counter-Strike before NIP when I was in Game Legion with Existence. And then I was not IGL, so it was something that I wanted to try in the Taiwan scene as well. But like when you are the IGL, like it's hard to change. And now I got the opportunity to do it, and I was like, yeah, let's go. And yeah, I think I've performed good so far, and I'm just gonna get better.
You mentioned yourself that you have played way better after having given up the reins to Alexi B, averaging a 125 rating with Alexi B and a 1.1 rating before. Is it just that simple that you have given up the control, or is it another thing that has given you this improvement?
Yeah, I think it's mainly that I've given up the control. Like I still have some control, like in some spots and things like this. But I think mainly it's like I don't have to think for everyone now. Like I know I can just think about myself and just listen to the call and like do some calls around his calling, right? Like I can just focus. For example, like. If he calls a smoke wall on nuke, and before when I was like this lurker guy, right? Even though when I was caller and I get through and then like I'm sneaking behind heaven, then I have to look at the radar, I have to tell everyone, let's go do this, let's do this. Now I can just do the push, and then Alexi calls it for me, right? So I can just focus on my crosshair. So yeah, it's just super nice. I can watch my crosshair instead of the radar so much, and I think that's why I get more kills.
You said that you haven't given up the full control to Alexi, that you still call sometimes. Can you try to put some words on your partnership with Alexi B?
Like he's the main caller, of course. Like he calls at the start of the rounds, but like in the mid round, like I try to help when I think it's good. Like if he makes a call and then something happens and then like one of us die or something like this, then I help him like to come up with a new plan and things like this. So he's in the control mainly, like, and he can also shut me down. Like if I make a call, like he can say no because he's the leader, right? So but it's working good. It's working good.
I still have the belief that NIP can reach the very top of CSGO without a primary AWPer.
Yeah, I think so. I think Russ is a very good AWPer. Like he didn't play so good in the major, I think, but like in the pro league when he played AWP for the 2 games, he was really good, and in practice he has really showed up. So I just hope he brings the practice form to this event. Then we'll see.
You will meet your Scandinavian rivals from Heroic in the opening round. How do you see that matchup?
It's always a nice game. There is some bad blood. Like we're not friends, but like we respect each other. I remember during the COVID era, like Cadian, he outed me and things on Twitter. I remember like things like this. So it's always been like a little bit of a beef there. So like I always want to win them extra. And the last 4 times we played them, we have won. So I think they really want the revenge now, and they got some momentum coming up from the major finals. So I think if they are to win a game against us, this is the one. But we will give them a good fight.
Here and then I want to talk a bit about the new update, because Valve have decided to bring in Anubis instead of Dust2. What was your first reaction to this?
I was just thinking nice. Like we didn't play Dust2, and I hate Dust2. Like I've never played it in any of my teams really. Like I used to play it in some teams for some periods, and I think Dust2 is a bad map. I don't like it to play it at all, so I'm just happy about that. And then also the AWP change is pretty nice. Like AWPer can't really get like highlights anymore in the same way. Like he like if he misses 1 bullet, he can't get the ace, right? Before he can like spam 3 bullets through a smoke and then still have 7 bullets left. So I think that change is very good for me as a rifler, but if I was an AWPer, I would be tilt. And then also like with the silencer, I think the M4A4 is the way to go now, because like the silence is so bad on long range. Like you need so much. Like if you're a ticket and he's slope on Mirage, you need 3 bullets even if you shoot him in the head. So I think it's very bad. And then Anubis, I think it might be like Vertigo, like they will update it a lot like in this coming months, I think, because now I played it on matchmaking only, and I didn't like it that much. I think it needs some updates. I'm not sure what, but it's something.
Do you think Valve will be quick about these updates, and because it could have been could be also already introduced in the global finals in Abu Dhabi? Do you think that they will be quick about this, or do you think it will create maybe a backlash?
I don't think they will be quick. I think like when Vertigo came, they were quick, and then Ancient came, and they were so slow. So I think they will go like Ancient. Like they will let the pro players play the game, play like some tournaments on it before they change, I think. So yeah, I think we'll see some changes next year.
Do you think it's the right decision to let the pro players be the kind of testing the map and in pro tournaments where there's a lot of money at stake?
I think it's a bit bad, but I think that's also the only way, right? Because like only pro players can test it, because only pro players know how to really play see us in a good way, right? So yeah, I think it is how it is. I don't know really. It's like we already have a lot of bad maps, so I don't care.